Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of the Mumbai Manifesto. Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Mumbai Manifesto. Our theme for today's discussion is Mumbai, a tale of two cities. Mumbai, the financial capital of India, is a city in crisis. A climate crisis, a crisis of overpopulation, a crisis of crumbling infrastructure, and of course, a crisis of image. Mumbai is a hard-working city. There is a frustration amongst its population who pay a disproportionately large amount of tax to the center that they're simply not getting their money's worth. It is a city with some of the most expensive real estate in the world. Yet, it is also a city which unfortunately has the tag of a slum city. 6 out of 10 Mumbaikars live in informal settlements. Indeed, Mumbai is two cities on one island, the formal and the informal. One cannot exist without the other. Indeed, Mumbai is not Mumbai without the delicate dance, the interconnectedness, the interwovenness between the formal and the informal residents. Mumbai is a city with ambition. It aspires to become a world-class city. There are several large infrastructure projects which we have seen in the recent years. The Coastal Road, the Mumbai Metro, the Dharavi redevelopment project, even the upcoming Eastern Waterfront redevelopment, all of which are poised to change the image and quality of life of Mumbaikars. Because there is such a large socio-economic spectrum to cater to, it is a tightrope walk for city planners to give every Mumbaikar something in every project. Our guest today is Prof.Amita Bhide, Dean at the School of Habitat Studies, Center for Urban Policy and Governance at the prestigious Tata Institute of Social Sciences in Mumbai. Dr. Bhide is a giant in the field of social sciences. She has an unparalleled body of research on all those topics that constitute the very fabric of Mumbai. Very few individuals would have the nuanced understanding about the challenges faced by everyday Mumbaikars like Dr. Bhide would. Our discussion today would endeavor to represent not only the voices and aspirations of the common man, but of the entire socio-economic spectrum that make up this vibrant city of Mumbai. Welcome, Professor Amita Bhide.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amita, you have lived and researched the journey of Bombay to Mumbai. What has this journey meant for the common man in the formal city, and for the common man in the informal city?
Yeah, thank you so much, Gautam, firstly, for asking this kind of a question. It seems so simple at one hand, but which also perhaps brings in so many intersections of everyday life together. I was not born in this city, but I have lived in this city as a child, gone to its schools, its colleges, and completed my education here. And I teach in this city, I research this city. So the period that I am privy to is a period from 1965, which is my birth year, to perhaps the current contemporary city of Mumbai. And what I see that there are obviously a lot of cosmetic changes, things which are glitzy buildings, a constant thing of construction. One is seeing a city where you only had BST and a rail. Now you have a metro and a mono, and you have AC buses. You have streets and roads which are constantly dug up. You have selfie points all over the place. So there are multiple things which have changed superficially. Right? In the place of slums, you have buildings. In the place of chawls, you have buildings. Glass, which has become like the most predominant material for building now, as opposed to the cement and brick that was there in my early childhood. But I think beyond all of these kind of cosmetic changes, I'm really calling them, there is something very, very fundamental which seemed to have shifted. Okay, and to me, from a child till I, as a researcher, one of the things which has constantly struck me, not just looking at Mumbai within itself, but also looking at Mumbai in comparison to other cities of India, also perhaps across the world, is the fact that Mumbai is a great leveler. Mumbai is a common man's city. Here, the railways do a whole lot of commoning. I remember as a young college student traveling from Sion to Churchgate with one change in the railway. I was learning how to wear a sari, and my sari slipped off, and it is really the ladies in the second class compartment who have enabled me to wear that sari all over again. So from these kind of crisis to looking at in 1984 there was a policeman's riot, so walking the streets and the roads of Mumbai and becoming familiar with a geography that I had never before seen, leave alone passed by, and do that safely with the help of utter strangers, to looking at Mumbai floods, then the riots in 1993, before that. I think, so these crisis points, the way the city comes together, on all of these fronts, I would say the big difference really that Mumbai had was that it symbolized the common person's spirit. Now, who is this common person? The common person is both a blue-collar worker as well as a white-collar worker. And it's an intersection of both of these and large proportions of this which really brings together so many Mumbaiisms, as I would say. Okay, so some of this spirit of Mumbai is caught, let's say, in a piece of literature like Dr. Ravi Bapat has written this Ward Number 5 of KEM. And it's a very beautiful book, but which firstly asserts what is the importance of a municipal public hospital, which also intersects and it brings together people from big political weighty people to perhaps also treating gundas on the street, right? So that's the intersection that one is talking about. Or if you look at the railways, you also have white salaried workers, middle class people, to perhaps even thinking about people who are vendors and who perhaps are also traveling ticketless. So there is all kinds of people that the railway also brings together, the BST brings together, and I think so this is a very strong Mumbaiism, I would say.
Very true.
And that Mumbaiism of the leveling class, I think it started slowly changing towards the 1985s, definitely I think mid 1980s, and this changes started with the health and the education sector, where slowly there was a kind of uncommoning or unraveling of the commonness which began happening.
Right.
How did this happen? From largely either municipal schools or grant-in-aid schools, we started having private schools. These private schools started offering different kind of curricula. A, they were English medium curricula. B, that they were either ICSE or CBSE or IB and so on and so forth. And it was really then the poorer class which got all concentrated in either the municipal school or the grant-in-aid school. It started in health, again a big chunk, where the public hospitals started becoming so overcrowded with dealing with everything from health emergencies and the most specialist kind of operations, where they became a resource to the entire country, to thinking about primary health problems as well, dealing with issues like fevers and so on and so forth. And this is because there was no primary healthcare network anywhere in the city. So with this, then you started having private hospitals, right, again, public-private partnership hospitals with some charitable beds and so on and so forth. So what began in the health and the education sector gradually, I think, has then spread to multiple other domains. So I can think about transport. So today, if we look at the railways, suburban railways for that matter, we have allowed the condition of the railways to deteriorate so much that there have to be 8 to 10 daily deaths. Okay, which I think is something which a city should be ashamed about.
Absolutely.
This is a absolute structural violence, something which is embedded.
Somewhere I heard more on this point that it is more annual deaths on the suburban rails exceed the deaths in the Bhopal gas tragedy every year in Mumbai.
Correct.
Just on the railways alone.
Correct.
It is absolutely shocking.
This is something that we don't act about.
Right.
And what has been our action? Our action has been to actually begin a entire process which is much more exclusive transport.
Correct.
The same thing we are doing to BST, and these are sections which are trying to gradually wean away those who are now increasingly getting addicted to the car. Okay, but on the other hand, we are not trying to make the conditions of the ordinary person who is traveling by railway much better.
Correct.
And therefore, so public transport has become again part of this uncommoning or creation of the exclusivity. I would say it is not exclusionary necessarily.
Correct.
But it is definitely creating exclusivity. We have infrastructures where now roads become toll roads, ordinary roads, dug up roads.